Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, I'm taking you on a special tour through the Fire Museum of Memphis. Before we begin, I want to give a big thank you to Lee Green for providing the amazing material that makes this walkthrough possible. Be sure to check out his channel, and if you enjoy content like this, please subscribe to the Black Fireman. As we step inside the museum, one of the first things I want to show you is the Hale Water Tower. This impressive piece of firefighting history came to Memphis back in 1897. When it first arrived, it was pulled by horses, but it continued serving the city for decades. Over the years, motorized cabs were added as technology improved. There's an old photograph here that shows it rolling through a parade on Main Street in the 1930s. Another image shows it still in service in 1966. It's incredible to look at this machine knowing it served Memphis for 80 years. Next, I want to point out a powerful piece of history, the photograph of the first class of African-American firefighters in the Memphis Fire Department. This picture was taken in July of 1955. These men were all assigned to a single station near the intersection of Crump and Mississippi. They served there together for about 15 years before being reassigned throughout the department. Their courage and determination are a crucial part of the story of Memphis firefighting. As we continue through the first floor, we enter a multi-use room that the museum uses for all kinds of events: children's birthday parties, meetings, community gatherings, and private after-hours celebrations. This space is available for the public to rent, and it allows people to celebrate special moments within the history of the fire service. On the next wall is an impressive display, over 1,000 fire-related toys collected by Chief William Schwartz. Just ahead stands Old Billy, the last horse ever used by the Memphis Fire Department. He retired in 1915 when motorized fire equipment finally replaced horse-drawn apparatus. Old Billy's presence here reminds us of the era when firefighters depended on horsepower in the literal sense. The building we're standing in was built in 1910 and remained an active fire station until 1960. One of the original fire poles from the upstairs dormitory still stands in place. The walls, doors, ceilings, and windows are all original. This structure isn't just a museum, it's a preserved piece of firefighting history. Nearby is the Crump Pumper, a top-of-the-line fire engine that Mayor E.H. Crump personally purchased and brought to Memphis. It represented the very best equipment available in 1910, and it's still in beautiful condition today. Right next to it is the first motorized piece of apparatus the Memphis Fire Department ever used, put into service in 1912. Every piece of equipment in this museum has been restored by the fire department's maintenance teams. The detailing, the gold leaf, the handcrafted paintwork is museum quality. These machines are so well preserved that they could still run if started today. Now we're entering the Fire Safety House. This exhibit is designed to teach families about everyday fire hazards in their homes. Each room represents a different area of the house, and the exhibits highlight dangers people often overlook. In the living room section, we talk about fireplace safety, smoking hazards, and the dangers of leaving candles near curtains or other flammable materials. Clutter is another concern. If a fire knocks out the power, tripping over objects in the dark can be deadly. In the kitchen, the focus is cooking safety. Unattended cooking remains one of the leading causes of house fires. Inside the bathroom, the display covers hot water safety and the importance of keeping electrical appliances away from water. In the bedroom area, visitors learn about overloaded extension cords, space heater dangers, and safe sleeping practices. Space heaters especially need to be kept at least 3 feet away from anything that could ignite. I also emphasize one very important message: smoke detectors save lives. They need to be working, and their batteries should be replaced twice a year, typically when the clocks change in spring and fall. Next, we arrive at a model of the fire station as it looked in 1910. It's a detailed representation of the original layout, including the 5 fire poles that allowed firefighters to slide from the dormitory to the apparatus floor in seconds. Above the apparatus floor, harnesses hung ready to drop onto the horses at a moment's notice to speed up response times. The original lockers from that era are still here, now filled with historic uniforms, helmets, and boots. Nearby, a mannequin dressed in full firefighting gear holds a child. This display is especially important for school groups. Children often fear firefighters when seeing them in full gear during an emergency. This exhibit helps teach kids to run to firefighters instead of hiding from them. Even though the gear can look intimidating, the firefighter is the one who's there to save them. Now we enter the FedEx Fire Room, an immersive experience that simulates what it's like to be inside a burning building. Visitors can hear the sounds, feel the heat, and see how quickly a fire becomes overwhelming. The simulation shows why having working smoke detectors is absolutely essential. Seconds matter when escaping a burning home. Finally, we arrive at one of the most meaningful places in the museum, the Firefighter Memorial. This sculpture is unique among fire museums across the United States. It stands in honor of the firefighters who have lost their lives in the line of duty. The museum hosts annual September 11 services here, as well as the fire department's awards and memorial ceremonies each October. It's a solemn reminder of the bravery, sacrifice, and service that define the fire profession. Thank you for joining me on this walk through the Fire Museum of Memphis. Once again, I want to thank Lee Green for providing this incredible material. And if you want more content like this, make sure you subscribe to the Black Fireman.